Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about this snare here that you've just seen in the introduction. This is the Sonor Artist Series Cottonwood snare. I've had this for several months now. I got it around the same time as I got the rest of this kit. And I thought now was a good time to talk to you about owning this snare, playing it regularly, and in particular recording with it and the results that we've got from it. So talking about it visually first, and then what it's like to play it and what it sounds like. Because visually, that's what struck me about these Artist Series snares first. I really wanted a wood snare, something that would complement the rest of this SQ2 Sonor kit, but that kind of popped a little bit against it. The veneer on the rest of the kit is a little darker and it's glossy finished, whereas this Artist Series Cottonwood has a satin finish on this beautiful veneer that you can see here. So visually, what else have we got? We've got this chrome die-cast hoop, top and bottom. Got all the chrome Sonor hardware, and then the usual sort of German over-engineering on the throw-off arms for the snare wires either side, with the central Sonor badge here. And it really is a beautiful piece of craft work. The joins between the veneers are really well hidden. And then you've got what they call book matching. And that's when they take the veneer and as though you're opening a book, so they match the grain in the wood either side. So it's almost kind of mirrored. So yeah, visually, that's what struck me about this first. Measurements wise, it's 14 inches in diameter by 6 in depth, and it's of maple construction. I think it's a medium-sized maple shell, so that complements the rest of this Sonor kit here. So sound-wise, sonically, it's very similar. We've got the standard Sonor, what they call medium-coated top, so it's basically a Remo Ambassador on the top with a Remo Ambassador on the bottom as well. And I've just, to be honest, I haven't really changed much of the tuning here. Straight out the box, it was sounding beautiful. I have adjusted the snare wires a little bit. Other than that, not really done much more to it. And the sound that you get is that classic wooden and in particular maple tone. It's got really good projection, but it's not overbearing in the mix. So actually, as we've been mixing it, and I'll play some stuff in a minute or two so you can hear what it sounds like on recording. It's very much sort of in the sweet spot of the mix. It's not got too much pop, but it's certainly not lost in the mix and amongst loads of overdriven guitars and other instruments as well. So it's a very much kind of just sitting sweetly in the mix sort of a sound. So I've kept a fairly kind of middle of the road tuning. It's sort of its medium tuning range. I did give it a little tweak that you saw in the video just to kind of give it that little bit more top end ready for this video. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I haven't played around too much with its tuning range. I don't really want to right now. I think that it's come with just a really nice tune for the dimensions of this drum. So as I said, so it's got that nice sort of medium tuning range for my liking. I've got a couple of other snares. I've got a steel Premier, well, I think it's aluminium actually, aluminium Premier snare that I use for higher end stuff, and that the metal of that really pops in the mix in comparison. I've also got a Brady she oak block snare that I think it's tuned a little lower, so that's more. It's got more of a kind of a vintagey tone. Whereas, as I said, this is just that. It's somewhere right in the middle when you need a snare drum that is just going to sit neatly in the music without being too overbearing, but still have a nice presence. That's what I'd say this is for, really. It's got good stick response, but without being too kind of overly accurate, that you can get away with a little bit of inaccuracy, I suppose, which it probably suits me quite well. But it's also, yeah, it's got good response, really lovely projection. I mean, all these Sonor drums are loud. Like, I know drums are loud anyway, but these Sonor drums in particular, their projection is fantastic. So we're recording here then with a Shure Beta 57A on the top of the snare and a Shure Beta 57 underneath, and it captures it beautifully. So without any more, let's get into what it sounds like.
Follow the locust down
So if you're thinking about buying one of these snare drums, I would absolutely recommend it. As far as the Sonor Artist Series is concerned, this is the more kind of affordable one of that whole range. But it doesn't, I mean, it certainly doesn't sound like an affordable drum. It's still a high-end snare drum. So, I mean, if you've listened this far, thank you so much for listening. Please give me a like and a subscribe. Leave me a comment if there's anything that you want to say or ask about this drum or any of the other stuff, because it'll just really help me grow this channel. So, yeah, thanks very much, guys. See you later.